I mean, I've pulled my groin before,
Okay.
but I don't think since I've been in Arizona, it's just, I don't know, it's just one of those freak things.
Before Nick Foles would lead the charge against the Minnesota Vikings, resulting in a victory in the 2018 NFC Championship, which would result in Philadelphia breaking down in a frenzy. Before Nick Foles and the Philadelphia Eagles would face off against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 52. Before Nick Foles would become a popular meme online with people comparing him to Napoleon Dynamite.
They have this aura around them.
Now I actually think he looks a little more like Tom Petty, and that would make a lot of sense why 90,000 people were singing I Won't Back Down. That's during the NFC win. Let's take a look. Right out the gate, I want you guys to hit me up in the comment section down below with who you think is going to win Super Bowl 52 and what the score is going to be. Nick Foles was only 2 weeks shy of his 13th birthday when Brady won his first Super Bowl championship. On top of this, Foles almost walked away from football just 2 years ago. Philadelphia is a true underdog city where bad things happen for no good reason. Now, if Nick does make some magic happen, one can guarantee they'll make a film about this entire Super Bowl and his journey. They should title it Invincible 2. You know what I mean? And if they do that, well then that actor who played Napoleon Dynamite, he'll be in luck. What happened to that guy?
Would you say that Napoleon Dynamite was a big part of your life?
Yes.
Maybe I should make it after they were famous on him. Anyways, what's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Nick Foles prior to fame, prior to Super Bowl 52, here for you on Before They're Famous. Now, only 2 of you guys requested this video, and one of them was from last year. Seeing as Super Bowl's on its way, I thought I would get in on the fun. Now, we've done videos on Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady in the past, and this one was brought to you by my friends over at SeatGeek. Let me know who you want me to document next in the comments down below. Now let's get into this bio. Nick Foles was born on January 20th, 1989 in Austin, Texas. He grew up with 2 sisters, Katie and Lacey, and his parents Larry and Melissa. Well, they own a very successful national restaurant chain known as Eddie V's. Or at least they did. Apparently they sold it like 2011 for 59 mil. They made huge. Now Nick is of Christian faith and his Twitter bio reads, believer in Jesus Christ, husband, father, son, and brother.
That's cute, man. That's cute.
Nick grew up in a 6,708 square foot mini mansion, which came complete with a pool and a spa. Must have been nice. His dad has been described as a serious man with tons of ambition who came from little or nothing. He would push his son to work hard and cheer him on at every game and practice. When Nick was a junior, he transferred from a small private school to Westlake High School, which is located 20 minutes west of downtown Austin. Now, a lot of the following information I'm going to tell you I found in an article by Buzz Bissinger from Philadelphia Magazine, and this is the same author who brought us the book Friday Night Lights, that one. Now, he was a 2-year starter quarterback for Westlake football team, and he broke most school records previously held by former alumni Drew Brees. He had a tough arm, cannoning balls 60 feet while flat-footed, and the receivers, well, they would go home with chest bruises.
2006, Foles led Westlake all the way to the state title game.
He was equally gifted in basketball. He'd started as a freshman and had a chance of playing Division I. He had a girlfriend named Lauren Farmer who was a standout cheerleader and homecoming queen. Now, you think Nick was the coolest kid in school, you would be wrong. Despite being the QB with some serious arm candy, he was actually a lot like the meme that accompanies his name. He was a bit of a nerd. He hung around with a small group of mostly non-football intellectuals. On the weekends, they would play video games. He was socially awkward, with a naive and goofy sense of humor. He also had zero interest in fashion or style. Following high school, Nick was supposed to go to Arizona State, but changed his mind and signed late in the recruiting season with Michigan State. He got into the first game of the season in 2007 against Alabama State, and then he decided he was homesick after going through a rough breakup, and he just dropped out. From there, he transferred to Arizona. He battled with Matt Scott for the starting job and lost. That is until Scott, he played poorly, and Foles got his chance. The team went to 2 consecutive bowl games under Foles in 2009 and 2010. senior year, he put up great numbers, throwing for 4,334 yards and 28 touchdowns, but overall it was a disaster year, with Arizona only winning 4 games. He was regarded by his teammates as being reserved off the field. While the rest of us were going to parties and drinking, I never saw Nick at a single party. Nick graduated from the University of Arizona with a degree in communications. It was while there he also met his future wife Tori Moore. She herself was on the volleyball team, and she knew how to handle a football player, with her brother Evan Moore having spent 5 seasons as an NFL tight end. Nick had been ranked in the Pac-12 conference and 5th amongst the NCAA Division I FBS players. He also ranked 2nd in the Pac-12 and 20th amongst all FBS players in total passing yardage. From there he went on to the NFL Combine, which didn't work out in his favor. Overall, he was deemed slow. Pro Football Weekly called him a pocket passer and stated that he was consistently off the mark. In 2012, Foles would get drafted in the 3rd round by Eagles coach Andy Reid as the 88th pick overall. He would be the backup to Michael Vick. He signed a 4-year contract with the team on May 21, 2012, and started his first game in week 11 of the season following Vick showing signs of a concussion. By week 14, he was the Eagles' starting quarterback, but only a few games later he would break his hand and he would be placed on the injured reserve. The next season, Vick would start, but again due to injury, Foles would see plenty of time on the field, and he picked up 2 NFC Offensive Player of the Week awards and the NFC Player of the Month for November. He would go on to become the starting QB and help lead the Eagles to their first NFC East Division title in 3 years, beating the Cowboys in the regular season finale. He finished the 2013 regular season with 27 touchdown passes and only 2 interceptions. Early on in the 2014 season, Nick was injured. Linebacker Whitney Merciless, well, he slammed him to the ground, and when Foles rose, well, his left shoulder was dangling. He exited the stadium in a sling. It turns out he had broken a collarbone, which put an end to his season. During his downtime, he and Tori, they wed. In 2015, he was traded to the St. Louis Rams, and he had a rough season, losing his starting position to Case Keenum. The Rams had the 1st overall pick in 2016 with Jared Goff, and that's when Nick Foles, well, he had to think long and hard if he was going to pack in and retire. He then landed a 1-year deal worth $1.75 million with the Kansas City Chiefs. He was the backup and didn't see much time on the field. He was left a free agent going into the 2017 season, and his newborn baby girl, well, she had just arrived on the scene. It could have all ended there. I mean, he had a good reason to quit, he had some money in the bank, he had a family to raise. But then the Eagles were looking for a backup for their 1st round pick, Carson Wentz. During week 14 against his former team, the Rams, Foles came in relief of Wentz, who left the game with a torn ACL. Foles completed 6 of 10 passes for 42 yards as the Eagles won 43-35, clinching their 1st division title since 2012. On December 11, 2017, head coach Doug Peterson, well, he announced that Foles would be the starter after Wentz was ruled out of the season. Starting his first game of the season in week 15, Foles threw 237 yards and 4 touchdowns in a 34-29 victory against the Giants. On January 13, 2018, the Eagles defeated the Atlanta Falcons 15-10 in the NFC Division Playoff game, with Foles completing 23 of 30 passes for 246 yards. This was the Eagles' first playoff victory in 9 seasons. On January 21, 2018, the Eagles defeated the Minnesota Vikings 38-7 in the NFC Championship game, with Foles going 26 of 33 for 352 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Vikings were 3-point favorites, with the league's top-ranked defense entering the game. Now, if you're watching this video, it's unlikely that you've grabbed yourself tickets to the Super Bowl, but you still got some time. I'm going to let you know about my friends over at SeatGeek. They'll help you out picking up tickets to any concerts or sporting events. Woo! Here we go. This is the world's largest ticket search engine. What they do is search all the ticket prices available on the web to find you the absolute best seat at the best price. SeatGeek puts out a 1 to 100 score to let you know if you're getting a good deal or a bad one. Green means good, red means bad. Now, because you guys are all fantastic subscribers, truthfully, I got you $20 back when you use the promo code FAMOUS. So you might as well go use it now. There's a link down below. As for the rest of the story, well, I guess we'll have to see at Super Bowl 52, because this is before they're famous. My name is Michael McCredden, and we make all sorts of celebrity bios here for you on this channel. Be sure to let me know who you want me to document next in the comments down below. We have a playlist for athletes, probably a good place to start if you want to watch more videos. But you know. Okay. We're done, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's really up to them what they want.
Boom! Do we want? Go to SeatGeek though. We're great.
This is pretty much the worst video ever made.
Napoleon, like anyone can even know that.